secured an order from the State High Court, allowing it to proceed with Saturday's local government election. The order also directed all security agencies to maintain peace before, during, and after the polls. Details in this report.
On Thursday, the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Lateef Fagbemi, advised the Osun State government to shelve its local government election scheduled for Saturday in compliance with the Court of Appeal judgment. Less than 24 hours later, the State Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, Oluwoleji Mibada, addressed journalists at the Government House in Osogbo, announcing that the State High Court had approved the conduct of the election.
State government has a control over the affairs of OSEC. It's just like the federal government cannot control INEC. State government cannot control OSEC. The order and the judgment is against OSEC, and I want to enjoin the good people of Osun State to comply with the judgment and decision of the Osun State High Court by going out tomorrow to cast their votes for political parties of their choice.
I want to restate that our great party, the Action People's Party, will participate in Saturday election. Our party has been equipped to arrive at the decision by the reason of the appeal court, dismissal of the APC suit at the appeal court on the 13th of January 2015.
While the state chapter of the Allied People's Movement announced its decision to boycott the poll, candidate contesting under the Labour Party called for its postponement. In a statement issued by the Osun State chapter of the All Progressives Congress, APC, the party stated that it is not concerned with the High Court order, emphasizing that there are no vacancies in any of the local government councils. The statement noted that the reinstated chairmen and councillors, as directed by the Court of Appeal judgment, will resume office on Monday. At a press conference organized by the Justice Development and Peacemaker Center, JDPMC, some clergymen also urged politicians to play by the rules.
For us to come out and speak, to talk to our political leaders, to please be calm, to put things in order. Our state has been known to be a peaceful state, and we want to continue to enjoy that peace. And like as you said, if there is no peace, there will be no progress.
To ask and plead with all the stakeholders in our political arena to allow peace to reign, to stop anything called bloodshed, to stop the burning of the properties.
Rafiu Hamid, TVC News.
Still on court matters, the Federal High Court in Lagos today issued an order for the final forfeiture of $4.7 million, 830 million naira, and several property linked to the former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele. Justice Yali Bogoro, who had earlier dismissed an application aimed at blocking the ruling, granted the final forfeiture application before brought forward by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, represented by Counsel Bilikisu Buhari Bala. The forfeited funds, now officially handed over to the federal government, were held in accounts with 3 banks. These accounts were allegedly managed by individuals and entities including Omoile and Interjoy, Deep Blue Energy Service Limited, Essex Codes BDC Limited, Lipam Investment Services Limited, Tatler Services Limited, Rosaju Global Resources Limited, and Teal Communication Nigeria Limited. The Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, has outlined a new approach to fighting insecurity, emphasizing resilience, human security, and non-kinetic strategies. This Army Chief outlined this at the headquarters of the 1 Division Nigerian Army in Kaduna. TVC News senior reporter Nupa Osun reports.
The Defense Headquarters, in collaboration with the British Defense Staff, has organized a 2-day workshop on human security and civil-military cooperation. It's aimed to equip participants with the skills needed to develop peace-building programs in conflict-affected areas. The Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, emphasized that building resilience and integrating human security into military operations are critical to addressing Nigeria's security challenges. He believes that military success is no longer just about tactical victories, but also about fostering peace and development through non-kinetic approaches.
Conflict-affected areas and to strengthen our non-kinetic operational approaches. In a world where conflict and tension often becloud our perspectives,
General Musa highlighted the need for a whole-of-society approach, integrating military, civilian, and institutional efforts for sustainable peace.
It is very clear that it is not the job for the military alone. It has to be all of the society approach. That's why the non-kinetic approach has been introduced into our theater to ensure that while we are fighting physically, the man that we are protecting must know why we are there, and also the role he or she or they are to play so that we have a peaceful environment. Otherwise, no peace, no development.
The General Officer commanding 1 Division Nigerian Army, Major General Meyenreso Saraso, called for increased professionalism in civil-military relations.
The need and duty to ensure that actions which might have negative implications on the lives of the citizens or their civil liberties are avoided with all alacrity. Thus, it becomes mandatory that while performing our duties, personnel must ensure compliance with kinetic and non-kinetic methodologies in line with globally accepted standards.
The Chief of Defence Staff also commended the British Defence Staff for their consistent support in strengthening the capacity of the Nigerian Armed Forces. This partnership is seen as a key factor in enhancing Nigeria's military capabilities. Lupe Asom, TVC News, Kaduna.